Jello, folks. Aaron here from My Turbo Reviews, and I wanted to talk to you today about something specific that's been on my mind for the last few days. But first, I wanted to tell you about a little trip that I took to Toys R Us a few days ago, and what I saw there was something that's exclusive to that particular store. Masterpiece Optimus Prime? No. Transformers Prime First Edition? Close, but you're way off. No, what I found that they had gotten in was some of the Asian exclusive figures, which was pretty neat, except for the fact that, as I said, they had gotten them in. They didn't have any more, except for one. And the one that I picked up was the only one that they had left in stock. It was Decepticon Brawl, the repaint of Scout Class Breacher from the Revenge of the Fallen line. Not a figure that I was actually looking to pick up at all. Really, the only Scout Class Asian exclusive toy I was interested in was the Dead End repaint of Breakdown, because it's a Stunticon homage, and I like the mold. But this mold isn't all that bad either, so why not? I picked it up. Besides the fact that it's a class that we don't get anymore, so it was almost like a figure from outside of time. But anyway, it got me to thinking about a specific type of frustration. Now, I know we've all been disappointed as collectors, whether it be figures that don't make it to our part of the country, or figures that don't ever get released in our country, or figures that Hasbro sees fit to cancel, even though we're all really looking forward to them. But I think this kind of disappointment that I'm going to talk about is just a little bit more two-pronged than any of those. And the disappointment that I'm talking about is when you go to the store and it's pretty obvious that they had the figure that you're looking for sometime recently. You know, whether it be a couple of days ago, or even if he had made it to the store a few hours ago, you might have been able to pick him up, but he's gone now. And the way that you know that is by the evidence that's left behind. Either there's a tag on the shelf or above the peg showing that those figures were there, or in my case, where you find the casemates of the figures that you wanted, but not the figure itself. Now, with this figure, of course, there's no guarantee that they got in anything other than the Scout Class toys. I mean, they might not have gotten in the Legends, or the Deluxe, or the Voyagers, but knowing my Toys R Us the way that I do, more than likely they got all of that in. And unfortunately, the way things usually work, at least in my area, is that when stores pick up toys that aren't really part of the main line that's selling at the moment, they usually get in one or two cases and then they're gone. So to go to the store and see this guy, well, that probably means that the Asian exclusive generation stuff has been and gone, and I'll never see it again in the store, and that's a bit of a disappointment for me. I'm wondering if any of you have ever experienced that particular type of disappointment. Now again, I'm not talking about other kinds of disappointment, like the aforementioned figures never being released in your area, or figures being canceled by Hasbro. Just this one, where it's pretty obvious that the figure you wanted was at the store, and had you gotten there sooner, you might have been able to buy it, but it's gone now, and maybe never to return. You know, if you feel like commenting, you can leave your comment below, and well, I hope to hear from you guys, because I'd like to hear, you know, your stories about disappointments, because I think that adversity is part of what brings us all together as collectors. So, yeah, let's hear those stories. Okay, well, it's Aaron from My Turbo Reviews saying, keep on trucking.